After years of following Rainbow Six Siege's lore, it's finally happening. A brand new entry in the Rainbow Six series directly linked to Rainbow Six Siege's lore. The first in the series since Vegas 1 and 2, coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series consoles. Don't worry, I'll show you the trailer in just a second, but yes, Ubisoft just announced Rainbow Six Tactics. This is an entirely new, standalone, single-player Rainbow Six tactical turn-based game with an entire story, narrative, and campaign. And I am beyond excited and honored to say that I've actually attended workshops to play this game over the past year and gotten to meet the dev team behind it. It's been such an exciting secret to sit on, and I'm so glad that it's finally been announced. But here's the reveal trailer, and we'll talk about a bunch of it after.
This is it. These tangos are in for a surprise.
Take your positions, team.
Breaching!
6 on station. Let's show Keres that Rainbow's back.
Go, go, go! The people behind this, I have seen them before, and they must be planning something bigger.
Send me everything you dig up on the agency bombings. There's no time to waste.
We've contacted Rainbow's former operators.
You just have to choose which ones.
On the floor, now!
We've got active hostiles all around, team. Move fast and stick to cover.
I'm seeing increased activity across all channels.
Want us to put out more fires? We'll put out more fires.
On the floor, now!
Right, so that was your very first look at Rainbow Six Tactics. I want to first talk about the narrative a little bit, and then we'll move over to the gameplay as well, which is so exciting to talk about. But yes, you eagle-eyed fans of Rainbow Six lore may notice, of course, the operators, but some other characters as well. The first mainly being Paul Bishop, aka Six, who we also seen return in Rainbow Six Siege's narrative, showing us the timescape of when this is going to fit into Rainbow Six Siege's lore, because after the 2-year period where they were deactivated following Phobos' death, we learned about the agency attacks. Brava did her investigation as a dedicated officer, she came in contact with Flores, and eventually this would lead into the Global Security Alliance Council calling Bishop regarding these attacks and the startup of Rainbow once more. And we can see in this trailer that the agency attacks are mentioned. We also see them on the board. We see Bishop putting together a team, and as well as this, we even see characters such as Aya Smith, who we've seen in Rainbow Six Siege's lore, and now we can see her in Tactics. So this is a fully canon story of Rainbow Six Siege's lore, set following Rainbow's reactivation under the leadership of Paul Bishop, which is kind of that period we are in right now in Rainbow Six Siege's narrative. So of course, we're going to have to wait for Rainbow Six Tactics to release in 2027 to see how it actually slots in during this period of time, and we can start to put it together between Rainbow Six Siege's narrative as well, and hopefully we'll learn more before then. But it is really cool looking at these two games in tandem, seeing where we are in Rainbow Six Siege's lore, and then where Rainbow Six Tactics fits in. It's hopefully going to help explain a lot of unanswered questions we have during this period of time in Rainbow Six Siege's lore, and hopefully help bridge the gap between Rainbow's deactivation and then the reactivation with Paul Bishop. So that's extremely exciting here. We of course get to see a lot of cinematics, we get to see new characters as well. It does seem like this game is really going to delve into the backworking of Rainbow, something which we've not really seen too in depth in Siege's lore. We get to focus on the operators in Siege. It truly seems that Rainbow Six Tactics is actually going to focus on Rainbow, the GSAC, And I really hope we get to see Lucas Liu at some point. He's been so relevant to Rainbow Six Siege's story for so long. Will we actually get to see Lucas Liu in Rainbow Six Tactics? But yes, so many new characters. I actually have a sneaky feeling I think we know who this character is. I think her name got name dropped last season in Siege. I have a feeling this is Dr. Olivia Raj, head of Intel, just the way she seems to be set up in this trailer. I could be completely wrong here, but it does seem like she is doing Intel-related stuff here, so this could be her. The most recent Battle Pass also makes mention of a character named 5 as well, so hopefully we get to see who that is. But yes, Rainbow Six Tactics does seem to be focusing on the background working of Rainbow, the GSAC, Rainbow Staff, all of these characters, and I cannot wait to see more. Now, of course, let's move over to the gameplay itself. Rainbow Six Tactics is a tactical turn-based shooter, but with the Rainbow Six DNA. So, as you can see, which is all presented in the initial reveal trailer here, we have droning, we have map destruction, we have completely unique maps, which have all been handcrafted by the dev team. They're not auto-generated and random. These are all built from the ground up, handcrafted maps made with love, and they look absolutely stunning, as you can see. And we also have our operators, operator gadgets, all this stuff that you would expect from Rainbow Six, however applied in this genre, which we haven't really seen before. But a tactical turn-based just makes sense for Rainbow Six. You have operator gadgets, unique abilities, map destruction, these interactable environments. All of this just makes sense for Rainbow Six. And you see all of that presented in these trailers. You see operators shooting through walls and then destroying them, exposing line of sight. You see the drone being used as like a sort of fog of war to see where enemies are. We see operators using their gadgets. We see Sledge using his hammer. We even see Nook planting a diffuser. And despite the gameplay being from a sort of bird's eye view, there is also a bunch of different cinematic moments. We see when operators are taking shots, we get to see from a shoulder view. We get to see these cinematic-esque shots, which really adds to the immersion and realism here. And from the gameplay presented, that whole planning stage, everything you're going through, using different strategies to achieve a goal, breaching. The best thing I can say right now, with obviously not saying too much, is if you think back to older Rainbow Six titles, like the game that released in 1998, Rogue Spear, Raven Shield, before you actually played the mission itself, there would be a planning phase where you would see the map, you would show where the teams are going to go, you would create a guide, okay, this team's going to go here, they're going to breach here, then on this command we're all going to execute, for example. To me, this feels like a modern evolution of that idea, using the tactical turn-based genre. And what was great about those older titles as well, the planning, getting to see these operators work in unison and planning it and seeing the map and navigating and breaching and following commands. And of course, we're getting to see what we would typically see as attackers and defenders in Siege working together, because of course Rainbow are all one big team, and it just looks absolutely incredible. Now, I want to say I have had the opportunity on multiple occasions to meet the dev team behind this game, and I can assure you this is a passion project. This is a project out of love for the tactical turn-based genre, but it's also a passion project out of love for Rainbow Six Siege, for Rainbow Six, for the characters, the universe, the locations, the gameplay, everything which is a part of that Rainbow Six franchise and DNA. This is a love letter to it. And of course, it's working, coinciding in the lore. We hear the Keres Legion get talked about. We see where this is fitting into Rainbow Six Siege's lore. Of course, we're going to have to wait for more about this game to see where it actually truly goes to, you know what I mean? Like, of course, we're still going to have Siege's lore continuing, but we don't know how long Tactics takes place. Does it take place over the course of the entirety of Year 11? Will we even see more beyond that? That is, of course, stuff we're going to have to wait and learn more about. But it is really cool that this is canon, it's a part of the story. This is an extension of Rainbow Six Siege's lore, while still being its own standalone single-player title. And now, something Ubisoft also emphasized, and I want to make this clear as well, this is a single-player game. This is a complete game as well. There's no microtransactions, no paid DLC to finish the story, for example. This right here is a game. From start to finish, you are buying a complete game with its own story, cinematics, characters, lore you unravel, a headquarters where we get to see the world map, where we can choose missions and truly feel like Rainbow fighting a global threat. And of course, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is just a reveal trailer. We're going to learn so much more about this game up until whenever it releases. We don't have an exact date. It just says 2027 at the end, and we are in the tail end of 2026, so probably will fly by for when this game actually comes out. We know how fast time actually passes, and we're going to get to see how this fits into Year 11's lore, where this comes into play and stuff like that, and just continue to unravel the lore. So I want to say something here, okay? If you've never played a tactical turn-based game before, give them a try. Genuinely, they will hook you. It's a genre which I've played a few times, and it's one of those games that I think about that you start up, you go, okay, that's how that works. Okay, that's how that works. And then when you get to really understand stuff, it's really addicting, and there's a gameplay loop there. And that's what this game is clearly going for as well. That tactical gameplay loop of these unique characters, enemies, maps, with that Rainbow Six spin on it. Chuck the narrative in there as well, and that's something truly special in my opinion. So I cannot wait for you to see more of this. I cannot wait to talk about more of this as well and see more of it. Another thing here, there is going to be signups for some closed tests of this game as well. I believe signups should be live at the time of upload. If not, it'll be around this time, should be on Ubisoft's website, but I'll keep you posted on that for short form content or just on my community post, or make sure you follow my Twitter. But yes, I just want to extend a thank you to the team over at Paris behind this. You guys are absolutely amazing. It's been an honor getting to meet you on multiple occasions and, you know, get to share this passion with you. I'm so excited to see what more you have in store, and yeah, I cannot wait, and I'm sure so many people watching this video right now cannot either. So everyone, this is Rainbow Six Tactics. Make sure you drop a like on this video if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, stay tuned for more, and we finally got it, a new narrative-based game in the Rainbow Six franchise. And it's tactical turn-based, a genre I've been wanting to see Rainbow Six have one in for so long, and it's finally happening. You can literally find tweets of me from like 5 years ago saying like, God, we need a tactical turn-based Rainbow Six game, and it's finally coming. It looks beautiful. Cannot wait to talk about it more. Have a good one.